Okay, remember that they're changing my voice. Now, when we look at the word spirit and the word power, in these two words we can see who's ideal and who has won. The word spirit is a play on words for the word spear and the second word it. It's also a play on words for spar it, outdoor sparring. It doesn't take a genius to see that they take away from my pictures and try to make it so I seem fairy-like and things like this. Why? Because I'm from the Nigerian patriarchal line that is the bell that rings the loudest, the top martial arts line of all of humanity. Okay? Everyone who grew up during my era knows that Nigerians are more masculine, certain Nigerian males, than other people. My father's a brain surgeon, and he's from the core martial art line of all of humanity, to the point where Kiro Obi Black Belt is pointing to my tribe. Obi in Igbo means King Heart Hut Essence Center Temple Core. Obi in Japanese and Chinese means belt, also a sign of rank and importance. Kuro, the Kuro, the O is the reproductive cycle. Kuro means black. And there's more than one reason that is. Now, some people are occultists and they interpret it in an occult way and not just in terms of race. Okay, and they're wrong. Martial arts is about building character and being honest about these things. Not about doing witchcraft. That's punk. And the word power. You have the word pow. Pow ear and pow air, to be in error. Who's right and who's wrong? Again, martial arts is about building character. Martial is marital scramble, and Christ is said to be the bridegroom. And if you read Psalm 19 carefully, you see that the son is a symbol of the bridegroom, who's also described as a champion. In Psalm 18 says, God trained the king's hands for battle. It's clear that I'm Christ. Have you even seen anyone attempt to make a counter-argument? No. You know why? Because it's stupid to cite Western fairy depictions of angels and the LGBT depiction of Jesus that we see, and there's basically every depiction they put of Jesus is LGBT, and to argue that people who are from the main colonial groups and their cultures are magically right, and that fairies, it's called Luciferian and Pharisee, are magically the true depictions of angels and the Christ, and that the top martial arts ever possible would magically be wrong about this. I say magically so they don't take me out of context or to make it harder for them to. I do not believe in magic. Magic is immature. I'm not Harry Potter. I'm not a young Merlin or something. I'm not Houdini. Okay? I'm not those things. I'm not Gandalf the Grey from The Lord of the Rings. I am a man from the most masculine race and from the most masculine line. So you can imagine when people who never grew up, who are like immature serial killer children that never grew up, are playing the set tease game with the most masculine person that ever lived, that only a dumbass would think that they're more manly. Only a dumbass would think that they're a better date, and only an immature worm would follow them and not me. There is no other way to look at it. Behind the scenes or otherwise, we see it in you. We see it in your cultures. We see it in your groupings. We see it in your martial arts schools, your militaries, your police, your religions, your philosophical groupings. We see it in your families. We see it in your genes. We see it in you that you are the offspring of those who mocked the top martial artist ever possible. And while I'm here, you're mocking me. We see it in you. And at your marriages, they'll see it in you. At your funerals, they'll see it in you. And where they don't, they'll subconsciously and otherwise do the math and know that you've used technology to try to play it off. Not exactly respectable, to say the least. And I'm sure you all can appreciate when I say that I am the top. And when it comes to being a man, when it comes to having worthwhile marriages and offspring, when it comes to being right with God, everyone who doesn't obey God through me and their offspring, what are they? What are they? Am I right to say I'm the top and they are pussies I have stopped? Think about it.